What's going on, y'all? THEBrandonBrownson here. First things first, I want to apologize for the shitty lighting. Unfortunately, it's daytime, and I am recording this. I had recorded this previously, but my dumbass had my hand over the microphone half the time, so we're redoing this. First things first, let's go ahead and look at the numbers for this month. We are at 5,279 views, with 1,600,430 views. Plus, a few days ago, I celebrated my 2-year anniversary as TheBrandonBrownson on YouTube, so it's a pretty big month, and I love you guys, and you're amazing, and I thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. Now, let's get into the more newsy bit of this before we get into the question and answer segment. First things first, most importantly, I got a new bed. You guys can't see the new bed because my gigantic body is in the way. But let me go ahead and assure you, it feels like magic wrapped in heaven. On to more channel-based news, I want to let you guys know you're not going to be seeing a whole lot of me throughout the rest of September. It's not because there's anything wrong or anything like that, but it's because I have really big plans for October, and I'm going to have to spend a lot of time preparing my October videos. So I have one video planned out that I want to get out in a couple days, actually. And I have a feeling that it's going to be a video that you guys are going to be extremely happy with, but other than that, you're not going to see a whole lot of me throughout September. Unless, going on to my second point, you go to the Chameleon Couch page. Just to remind you guys, Chameleon Couch is a channel that me and Austin, the Insomniac, Nino Chino, Evolving Sideways, Dude You Have Too Many Nicknames started, and we're both having a lot of fun with it. The point of the channel is that we have a bunch of random topics that we draw from a hat. Austin does the first video, and then the next week I do a video on the same topic, then the next week Austin draws a new topic, rinse and repeat. However, we need for you guys to watch it, and for you guys to leave suggestions on what we should put in the hat for topics. So there will be a link down there in the crotch bar. Also, just to remind you guys, since you got me to 5,000 subscribers last month, you guys get to challenge me to do stuff, so long as it's not too physically demanding, because I have everything is wrong with me syndrome, and it doesn't put me in jail. I will do almost anything. I have a few challenges that I already had picked out, and I for sure want to do it in the video where I do the challenges, but I'd still like for you guys to leave challenges down there for me to do, and that's a truck driving by. However, with all of that said, let's get into my favorite part of doing these videos, the question and answer segment. The first question comes from Big Bad Murphy, and he asks if you could do a commentary with any celebrity, what game and what celebrity? P.S. You cannot say Morgan Freeman. I sat down and kind of thought about this question, and I ultimately decided that the game would be Brutal Legends, and the celebrity would be Jack Black. The main reason for that is because I think that Jack Black would be a hilarious person to co-commentate a Let's Play with, but I also think it would be really interesting doing a Let's Play with someone who is directly involved in a video game, and obviously, Brutal Legend, you know, Jack Black had a pretty big role in that. Rift the Dragon Slayer asks, do you watch Nintendo Capri Sun, Josh Jepsen, or Super Genius? If not, which LPers do you watch, if any? I used to be really into Nintendo Capri Sun, but eventually I just quit watching him. I've never really watched Josh Jepsen or Super Genius. As far as Let's Players that I do watch, as far as the more well-known ones, I do watch PewDiePie, I do watch Uber Haxter Nova. I used to be really big into Toby games, but eventually I just sort of got bored with it because he wasn't playing any games that I wanted to watch Let's Plays of. As far as lesser-known people, it should go without saying that I am a huge fan of the Funky Cheetos, which is Austin's Let's Play channel. I can't remember the name of it, but there was this one Let's Player who did a Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play and a Fallout 3 Let's Play I was a really big fan of. And also another person who I was a big fan of back when he uploaded Let's Play footage was John Garcia from the Minute Vlog. He's actually one of the reasons why I started doing Let's Plays to begin with, and it's kind of a bummer seeing that he's not uploading Let's Plays anymore. Duncan Batch has a few questions, as always. Thank you very much, Duncan. And the first question is, how old are you and your family, and can you make a video titled How to Make a Pocket Pizza? First of all, what the hell is a pocket pizza? And to kind of go off of that point, I want to thank you guys for checking out the How to Make a Fucking Grilled Cheese Sandwich video. That has to be the most fun I've had making a video in a really long time. And I'm really happy that you guys enjoyed it. I'm hoping that now that the kids are back in school, I can make the overly outrageous cooking videos kind of a mini-series. But I'm not going to make any promises. As far as how old am I and how old is my family, so I'm turning 21 on the 22nd. I'm not going to go into how old my family is just because I like to keep certain things private. I don't really feel comfortable talking about my family on this channel, so you'll have to forgive me. Taylor Collin asks, can you twerk for us? Tell you what, I'm gonna say it here and now. If you guys can get me to 15,000 subscribers, I will twerk for you. I understand that's a really high number, but you're asking me to twerk. You're gonna have to get me to a pretty high number for me to do that. Isaac Spiro asks 2 questions. I'm gonna answer the second one first, and that's, what are some activities that you did at VidCon? As much as I would love to go on a 10, 15, 20-minute rant about the different activities I did at VidCon, I'm just going to go ahead and point you to my 4 or 5-part series that I did on VidCon. There should be... I'm not going to link it. You can just go to my channel and find it. Isaac Spiro's first question is, what are your future projects? That is something I wish I could tell you guys. The reason why I'm not going to tell you guys is because, A, I kind of like keeping it a bit of a surprise, so when it happens, you know, it's a pleasant surprise. And B, if something happens and I can't do it, I feel really, really bad. That's kind of one of the reasons why I keep a lot of my future projects under wraps. That's why I'm not very vocal when I'm working on a new theory edit or a new creepypasta edit or anything like that, because, again, if something happened and I couldn't finish it, I'd feel really bad. However, once again, I will say, if I have my way, October is going to be a very big month for the channel. Mr. Squibbles asks, I got the mayonnaise. What should I do with it? You know what to fucking do with it. Shadow Scissor asks, do you watch Rooster Teeth? Back in the day, I watched a lot of Red vs. Blue. That was one of my favorite online series and one of the first online anythings I really got into. Recently, though, I haven't watched a lot of Rooster Teeth. It's been something I've been meaning to check out, but something I haven't gotten around to. I know a lot of my really close friends are really into Rooster Teeth, and they give me shit for not watching it all the time, so hopefully I'll get around to it soon. Duncan Batch's other questions are, hey, do you like shipping? I've been known to ship on occasion, but it's not something I do on a regular basis. Do you like cryptozoology? Now that's an interesting question. When I was in high school, I was really into cryptozoology, but eventually I just got bored with it. I read all the stuff I could find, and anything that was new that I would find was just rehashing old stuff I've read, so eventually I just got bored with it and quit researching the subject. Do you have any plans on making a new Let's Play for Pokemon X and Y? While I would love to Let's Play those games one day, that would require for me to go out and get a DS capture card. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not above doing that, but I'd much rather get some way for me to record my consoles before I got a DS capture card, because there's way more console games that I want to Let's Play than DS games. So I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying that it's gonna happen anytime soon. Duncan Batch's final question is, what's your favorite song today? That would be a tie. On one hand, you have The Fox by Ylvis. As much as I'd hate to say it, I am addicted to that song. It has been stuck in my head, and I don't think it'll ever leave. On the other hand, you have The Taste of Ink by The Used. As of late, The Taste of Ink by The Used has become somewhat of a personal anthem for me. It makes me feel motivated. It's kind of what I hope for my life to be in the near future, so I've been blaring that non-stop for the past little while. The final question comes from Nitro Gaming God, and he asks, I assume it's a he asks, what is some of the most informative stuff you learned from VidCon? The most informative thing I learned from VidCon, and keep in mind, I didn't go to any panels, unfortunately. All the ones I really wanted to go to were already full, so I couldn't get in. But I did get to talk to a few YouTubers who I really respect, a few of my friends, some of my favorite YouTubers. And ultimately, the one thing I learned from VidCon was that I need to be a YouTuber for me first and foremost. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore making videos for you guys, and it's something I hope I get to do for a very long time. However, for a while, I was more so making videos for you than me. I was more concerned with pleasing my audience than pleasing myself. And that put me in a really dark spot, and it made me almost quit YouTube because I felt like my material could never reach what I wanted it to, because I was doing it to please someone other than myself. Now, this isn't me saying that I'm going to stop taking your guys' opinions into account. This isn't me saying that I'm gonna be a dick and not make anything to make you guys happy. In fact, a lot of what I had planned for October is me doing some fan service type stuff and giving you guys exactly what you've been asking for. However, at the same token, I'm also doing this as much for me as I am you. If it's something I don't think is going to be fun, I'm not going to do it, no matter how much it's requested of me, because that's how you get burned out. If you quit having fun, then you get burned out. You don't want to do it anymore. Ultimately, I learned that even if it is slowly and surely becoming your job, you should always treat YouTube as a hobby. Otherwise, it just becomes work. Anyways, that about does it for this month's edition of TBB Unscripted. Thank you very much for leaving me questions, and as always, go ahead and leave me more questions down there in the comments section. As I've said, I think every single episode I've done this, answering your guys' questions is my favorite part of doing TBB Unscripted, so keep them coming. Like I said before, hopefully the challenge video is going to be coming out soon. We're on video 193 right now, and I want for that to be my 200th video, so definitely leave me challenges as well as your regular questions down there. Remember to check out the crotch bar. There's all sorts of sexy links down there. There's the link to the Chameleon Couch channel. There's a link to all of my other channels. There's a link to a bunch of my friends' channels who I think you guys should check out. And of course, there's the Chameleon Couch Production Facebook group, which you guys should definitely go check out. Anyways, that about does it for this month's TBB Unscripted. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, the Brandon Brownson, signing out.